He's been on the DL for a very long time. He hasn't played since July 15th after being injured sliding into third on June 28th in San Francisco. The Reds' first baseman, Votto. He is scheduled to make a rehab appearance Tuesday at Single A Dayton, perhaps the last step of his comeback from 2 surgical procedures on his left knee that injured, obviously, in San Francisco. The 2010 MVP of the National League started the All-Star game and was hitting .342 with 14 home runs and 49 RBIs before he got injured. Going into the series finale on Sunday for the Reds, they are 27-13 with Votto out of the lineup. So he has missed 40 games. Let's say retroactive of Sunday. He has missed 40 games, and they've won 27 games. And the Red Sox, I don't think they're bad without Votto because Todd Frazier, who's the backup first baseman for right now for the Reds, he's done very good. Really putting up some good numbers for the Reds in replacement of Votto. Then you got Brandon Phillips. You got a very good pitching staff led by Matt Latos, who was acquired during the offseason from San Diego. And then the Reds sent over Edison Valquez to San Diego. So I think the Reds they're going to win the NL Central. It's just that if Votto really produces near the end of the season and really helps his team become a playoff contender, maybe even a World Series contender, we don't know. It'll happen. It'll not happen. Whatever. And we have a question from Robert Dieters off the comment box. Please, guys, if you want to ask any questions off the comment box, or if you want to text me on my phone or call in, 650-315-6543 is the number. The question from Robert Dieters is, who has the better pitching rotation, the Dodgers or the Giants? That's a very good question, Robert. And let's give I'm going to pretty much break it down for you. The Giants have Matt Cain, Madison Bumgarner, Ryan Vogelsong, Tim Lincecum, and Barry Zito. Okay. The Dodgers have Clayton Kershaw, Chris Capuano, Josh Beckett, Joe Blanton, Chad Billingsley, who's out right now. So those are the 5. That's a great question by Robert, because it's the hardest question I'll probably have to answer all day. Those rotations are probably the biggest or the most stacked rotations in all Major League Baseball. Because of what's been going on, I thought Ryan Dempster was supposed to go to the Dodgers. He wanted to go to the Dodgers, but he got sent over to Texas. I say, who cares? I say, who cares? The Dodgers are doing fine without Ryan Dempster. They didn't really need him, actually, to be honest. If Josh Beckett was taken earlier, I think that Josh Beckett, who's going to get out of a slump, and he's going to be really productive coming back to the National League for the first time since 2005 when he was with the Marlins before he got traded to the Red Sox. So, I'm going to answer your question, Robert. I'm going to give my choice right now to the Giants. I'm being honest right now. I'm just thinking in my mind, who really has the better team? Who has the better pitching rotation? And I think the Giants are more consistent. Clayton Kershaw, I know he's consistent. Sometimes he doesn't really have his game. But then after that, Chris Capuano, he's doing okay. He's 11-9. That means he's shaky. He has good starts. He has very good starts, and then he has starts that are not really so good. 3.55 ERA is average, but it's pretty good. And then look at the Giants. They've been very consistent. Matt Cain, perfect game. Madison Bumgarner has done very good this year. Ryan Vogelsong, he's struggled in this last few outings. I did see him start at San Diego 2 Sundays ago, and he struggled. It looked like his pitchers looked perfectly fine. He was really comfortable out there, but it's just like he threw 40 pitches in the first inning. So that is the reason why he hasn't been doing so well. Batters have really put up a challenge with him and having a lot of pitches to having him throw a lot of pitches. I'm trying to say that clearly. And the first batter in the game that I went to, the first inning, the first batter, I think it was Everett Cabrera, or I think it was the leadoff batter for the Padres. It was a 13 pitch at bat to start the game. That's how bad Ryan Vogelsong has had with these batters. It's been unlucky for him, especially after starting very well this season for the Giants. It's been downhill in the last few innings, but I think he'll bounce back. Hopefully, he'll bounce back before the start of the playoffs. The Giants do make the playoffs. So, guys, we'll be going to our last commercial break. And when we come back, we'll be talking about our last topics. We'll be talking about the Little League World Series, Japan winning the title game yesterday, and then the consolation game, the third place game, going to Petaluma, California, USA, California. And then we'll be talking about the New York Mets trying to get David Wright and R.A. Dickey, trying to get them into extension deals in the offseason. We'll be talking about that, and then I think everybody has been waiting for this, or probably not. I don't know. Roger Clemens going to 3 innings and a third in his minor league debut with the Sugarland Skeeters. The Skeeters at age 50. We'll be talking about that when we come back to Steven's All Out Baseball Show here on Spreaker.com.
Strano se sfiorandomi riemergerai dal buio. Riposa un po', mia cara Belle, il tuo regno sai non brilla più.
And welcome back. If you're wondering what that song is Fastlane by the Bad Meets Evil featuring Eminem. He's a very, very successful, very good rapper. I enjoy his music a lot. So let's talk about the Little League World Series in South Williamsport. It is official. Japan, for the second time in 3 years, they are the Little League World Series champions. They won 12-2 over Tennessee in 5 innings, which is the mercy rule, unfortunately, for Tennessee. They have the if you score 10 runs or more, if you have a 10-run lead after 5, the game's over. It's the mercy rule. That's unfortunate for Tennessee. Tokyo really doing well, and Norisuke Osaka. He did really good. 4 for 4. He added a triple and his third home run of the game. So no one can really explain how good he's really done. This Tokyo team, they had a lot of promise coming into the series, probably being the predicted winners of the Little League World Series, and they really showed it. Really doing well. Unfortunately, United States, they lose this year, but a day after the pounding, the California team, the team out of Petaluma, the team representing the West region in the Little League World Series, they lost 24-16 in 7 innings in the U.S. title game. California really came out and put the bats into Panama. California beating Panama 12-4 in the consolation game. So California getting third place, the official third place in the Little League World Series by beating the Aguadalts Panama team representing Latin America. Leading Panama was Edwin Neto. He went 2 for 4 with 2 runs. And also Edison Gonzalez, he was 2 for 3 with a solo home run. And then, where's his name? Logan Douglas. He pitched 5 innings in relief. He struck out 6. He also added 2 hits for California. California rebounded from that loss. That was a big throw. That was probably one of the most unforgettable U.S. championship games I've ever heard of. I didn't really watch it, unfortunately. Their starters back in the San Francisco area where Petaluma is originally at. Petaluma is in the Bay Area area of San Francisco, the San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, that vicinity. Winning big league fans such as Giants ace Matt Cain and A's outfielder Johnny Gomes. Johnny Gomes is a resident and was born in Petaluma, so a lot of fans, especially major league fans, major leaguers. I see these guys in the dressing room in the clubhouse. They have a TV on, and the thing they're watching is the Little League World Series. So they're looking back at the little kids that they used to be, and it's a bunch of fun, not just for the kids having the time of their life in Williamsport, plus having the major leaguers see these guys really root for them and represent their region in the Little League World Series. Let's talk about the New York Mets in R.A. Dickey and David Wright. David Wright, his contract is ending soon. R.A. Dickey, his contract is also ending soon. The team's premier bat and the best pitcher, the possible Cy Young Award winner this year, have club options for the 2013 season. Both are expected to be picked up as extensions are pursued. Hopefully the Mets can do that because the Mets, they're continuing to have the financial problem that they had with the Bernie Madoff scandal from 2009. That was a big blow for the salaries and the money that the Mets were getting. They lost a ton of money, unfortunately, and hopefully they can get these guys back because if they lose these guys, the Mets are a bust. The Mets won't really be successful anymore. They lost Johan Santana for the rest of the season. They're shutting down because after you threw the no-hitter, after you threw like 128 pitches in that game, that was a career high. He gave up. He had 6 straight starts where he gave up 6 earned or more. So it was going into like a 20-foot hole for Johan Santana. Now it's David Wright, R.A. Dickey trying to lead the team. Then Ike Davis, he's having a subpar season, doing pretty good, but I think that he could have done better this year after having a notable 2011 season. And the last topic we'll be talking about before commercial break, and now Roger Clemens is a sellout at the Skeeters Park. Roger Clemens, the 50-year-old, went 3 1/3 innings for the Sugarland Skeeters in the game in the Independent Atlantic League. He faced the Bridgeport Bluefish out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. He struck out 2, including former Major Leaguer Joey Gathright. Remember him, outfielder from the Royals. He started out the game striking him out. He allowed 1 hit without a walk and threw 37 pitches. Major League scouts are there from the Houston Astros, who are dead last in the major leagues, and the Kansas City Royals, who surprisingly are 4th in the AL Central ahead of the Twins. Clemens, he received a standing ovation when he left the game. He stopped to tip his cap to the overflow crowd, 7,724, before heading to the dugout to begin recuperating and see how body his response to his big night. A great start. The Sugarland manager, Gary Gaetti, a 2-time All-Star third baseman with the Twins, said he was impressed by Clemens' outing, and he was, after Clemens having such a long layoff from being in the game. and he admitted before the game he was a bit concerned about how things would go, especially because of